It starts with a sigh, a whisper in your mind that says, I'll do it later. And just like that, later becomes never. But what if I told you that everything could change with just 5 minutes? Let's be real. Starting is the hardest part. We all have things we want to do. Exercise, clean the room, study, write that book, start that YouTube channel. But the moment we think about doing them, our brain does that thing. It overthinks. It panics. It makes the task feel like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops. And so we procrastinate, not because we're lazy, but because we're overwhelmed. Here's the twist. You don't need to finish everything. You don't even need to do it well. You just need 5 minutes. What is the 5-minute rule? The 5-minute rule is ridiculously simple. Whenever you're avoiding something, tell yourself, I'm just going to do it for 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no commitment, just 5 tiny minutes. You're not promising to write a whole essay. Just open the document and write 1 sentence. Not cleaning the whole house, just folding a shirt. Why does this work? Because motion beats emotion. Our brains are wired to avoid pain and seek comfort. So when your brain thinks something will be hard, it triggers the fight or flight response. But here's the cheat code. Once you start, the fear goes away. Psychologists call this behavioral activation. Basically, action creates motivation, not the other way around. Think about it. How many times did you not feel like working out? But once you put on your gym shoes and started stretching, you ended up doing the whole workout? The 5-minute rule tricks your brain into starting, and starting is 80% of the battle. I once told myself I'd clean my desk for 5 minutes. 30 minutes later, I was rearranging pens by color, alphabetizing my notebooks, and somehow vacuuming under the bed. Or the time I promised to just open a book for 5 minutes. Guess what? I missed lunch because I was halfway through chapter 7. This rule isn't magic, it's momentum. Here's another. I used it to start journaling, told myself 5 minutes only. Now I write every morning, and I'm low-key my own therapist. So, how can you use this rule today? Here's how. Step 1. Identify the task you're avoiding. Doesn't matter how big or small. Step 2. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Use your phone, a kitchen timer, or even a song. Step 3. Do the task for real. No distractions. Step 4. When the timer ends, stop if you want to. Seriously, you've already won. Most of the time, you'll keep going. But even if you don't, you still made progress. That's a win. Repeat daily, and this becomes a habit. Small wins, consistent momentum. That's how people change. Here's the real secret behind the 5-minute rule. It's not about getting things done. It's about rebuilding trust with yourself. When you show up just for 5 minutes, you're telling your brain, I can depend on me. That changes your identity from someone who procrastinates to someone who takes action. That's powerful. You don't need a productivity system. You don't need to feel motivated. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You just need 5 quiet minutes of courage. Because once you start, the rest follows. So next time your brain says, I don't feel like it, you say, just 5 minutes. Try it today. Right now. And if you want more ideas that feel simple but change everything, subscribe to the channel. We've got more tools, more stories, and more real-life ways to grow. 1 minute, one thought, one step at a time. This is Drawn to Grow. See you in the next one.